Seems like something's missing right there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe we should fix that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take that propeller and put it on that shaft. Now here's one, let me touch on this real quick. So you remember we put in this cutlass bearing. You may remember in another video back where I rattled it. Check it out now. There is no movement in that thing. I think we did a good job, Molly.
I think so too.
Okay, so this propeller is going back on there. Now one thing you should know about this propeller is that I have re-geared it. I've basically added 2 more degrees of positive pitch because it didn't seem like there was nearly enough thrust. The engine would just spin up this propeller like it wasn't even there, and it had a hard time reaching hull speed without the RPMs being just way too high. I actually suspect that I could probably add 4 degrees of pitch, but I'm going to be more conservative, just adding the 2. So we have to disassemble this propeller now to reinstall it on the shaft. And I got to be careful to maintain that same gearing. There's a letter code that's kind of carved into that propeller in certain places. But yeah, that's what's going on now. Taking it apart to put it on. So when I say I changed the gearing of this, basically what I'm referring to is this gear here. If you can see around the outer edges, there's this letter code, and that corresponds to the letter code that's on the top, the inner part of that gear too. So you can change the gearing by basically pulling this guy out and moving it around to specific places. There's a code in the manual that you go by, and then also this piece here sits inside this, you know, in a certain way, a certain orientation, and that affects the gearing too. And then once you have all the gearing right, it's even specific as to which blade connects to which pin on this little hub, and then which blade also goes into each of these little dished out points, you know, on this you know, outer body piece. And I imagine that's probably a matter of balance. You know, maybe they balance these blades at the factory, something like that. So you really want to pay attention when you're putting this thing together as far as getting it geared right. And in addition to that, the main thing we're going to be doing today is greasing it up really good on the inside using a very specific grease. This is called Lubriplate 130 AA. Now this is the stuff that is recommended by MaxProp to go in their propellers. Now, one thing I could possibly, you know, mention is I don't believe that this grease is what was used in the propeller when we took it apart, because the grease that was inside it was like this, primarily kind of this dark forest green color, but it also had large areas where it was getting white and kind of this, you know, creamy looking, you know, like oil that's been contaminated with water. So I don't think the grease that was inside it was the appropriate grease. So be careful to use the right grease. I imagine it would make a difference, and in fact, if we hadn't taken this prop apart and replaced that grease that was in there, perhaps it could have had like a premature failure. I don't know, but we're doing it right this time. All right, so we got it taken apart. Now we're going to put it back together on the shaft. All right, ready? Mm-hmm. All right, install the key. All right, nice. Okay, install this thingy.
What is this thingy?
I think it's called the hub. Line it up with the key. Yep, slide all the way on, and it should be pretty much flat with the end of the shaft. Yep, that looks good.
What's the letters on the side for?
That is for gearing it. We have to line up the teeth in a very specific way so that the gearing will be right.
You should probably do that part.
No, you're gonna do it.
Huh? What?
You got it. I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay, Molly, next you need to install the nut on the end of the shaft. It goes up, flip it around, other way. Yep, like that. And now you have to install it such a way where we can insert 2 lock pins into the 2 holes on either side of it. So be sure you're paying attention to how those holes line up in there. Alright, you can barely see. There's a hole right there that we're trying to get lined up so that pins can go in it. Now maybe put a little more on it there. Give it a proper bump. Yeah! Okay, now check it. Yeah, there you go. Did that work?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Let me see.
I think so.
Oh, I think you got it. Yeah, that does look just right, right? And actually, you need just a little bit more.
No!
You do. Put it on there. Let me bump it. All right, give it a yeah. Yeah, okay, that looks good.
Is
your hand good?
Yeah, I hurt this bone right
Sorry,
here.
sorry about that. I don't know what you were doing listening to Daddy. You should know better than that. Okay, Molly, here are these extraordinarily tiny, very easy to lose, probably ridiculously expensive pins. So just take one of them. There you go. Get a little grease on the end of it.
Which end?
The skinny end. Just kind of poke it down in there all the way. Get it in there. Get this. Yeah, there you go. All right, now get it in there. That goes in the hole, and we're gonna fill that whole thing up with grease. So yeah, get it in there. And then the sliced part of that top part spins to the outside. Correct. There you go. Nice job. Take this other one. Take this other very expensive pin. And let me give you a little whoop. There you go. Oh, yeah, nice. Get it in there. Gooey. All right. Pop that in the other hole.
Right here?
Uh-huh. The one that, there should only be 2, and they're across from each other. Yep. And just be sure that the sliced part of that pin is facing outside. So that looks correct. I was just going to explain. So Molly, do you know what those pins do?
No.
It keeps this nut from turning. Because with those pins in place, that nut cannot turn. So that locks the nut in place.
Oh.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now take this here tube of grease and just kind of go all the way around this and fill that in. Don't let it just overflow to the outside because we need to be able to see these letters, okay? Yeah, just fill it in. Squeeze it in there. Fill it in good. Kind of hold it against it like this so that pressure squeezes it down in there deep. You see what I mean? See how it's oozing out the side like that? Do like that going around there so it gets in there deep instead of just getting out the front. And if you put too much, we can just wipe it off. It's okay. It's only about $40 a tube, so
Okay.
just don't worry about it.
I won't.
Squeeze it good. Squeeze it. There you go. Oh, yeah. Whoa. All right. That looks like we're good. Okay, I'll be taking that. Thank you. There's a groove right there at that upper tooth that you can see right there at the 12 o'clock position. That one needs to line up with the letter A. Let me, and as I say that, there's a tiny bit of doubt, so let me check my notes. Correct. A. All right. That groove needs to line up with the letter A, Molly. So find A on there.
Right there where that giant blob is.
Right there where the glob is. Yeah, let's handle that giant glob real quick. Nope, that's B. There you go. There's A right there. That's it.
You ready?
Uh-huh. Oh, I didn't really squish too much. All right, good. I just forced the grease down the bottom. Excellent. Groove to A. Groove to A. I feel like I'm being really paranoid about this, but I'm trying to get it right the first time. Groove to A. All right, Molly, next you're going to be taking both of these halves and putting it on there. Let me show you how they go on. Take one of them. Okay. This is going to go right there. See how that fits on? And then the other one's going to go right on top. But when we put it on the real time, we're going to fill it with grease first, okay? But that's how it goes. All right, take it back off. See how it makes a nice flush section right there? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so let me grab the grease. You take that. I'll be right back. It's okay if it squishes out. We want it to squish out. That means it's full. We want this sucker full.
You
Okay.
said sunker.
Sunker. All right, other way, spin it 180 degrees. There you go. And do not drop that grease bomb.
Is it on there?
Yeah, looks pretty much on there. All right, now I'm gonna fill this other one up for you since you're holding that, okay? All right, I'm gonna lay this one right on top. Ready? Oh yeah. Let's see, something's not quite, it's not in the right groove or something. I think there it went. Okay. All right. All right, hold that. I'm gonna get some towels. The halves are together with grease gushing out about everywhere it can gush out. Now you put the 4 screws in the side. Okay, there you go, nice. All right, next. Okay, well, looks like we're gonna need a new propeller. Give it a twist. Give it a little twist in either direction. Other direction. There you go. You're such a good helper, Molly.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you're here. You gonna come with me anymore?
Maybe.
Or has this trip ruined you?
What do you mean?
Like, is it too hard or too boring or too hot or anything like that? Or do you think you might come back anyways?
It's a little bit of all.
Yeah.
Everything.
But do
Where's the other skirt?
you think you'll come back or not?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. I hope you do. I like having you around. Even though you're making weird faces.
That one was really gross. I squished it down and it just went.
The next step is the second part of the regearing process, which is lining up the correct number. Well, actually, what is that? Oh, it's a letter. Lining up the correct letter with the mark that's down there in that corner. It's really hard to see. There's just a little divot down in that corner. And what we're looking to line up is H. So right, basically, it needs to be right there. And it needs to maintain that position as we put the rest of the components together. So what we're going to do is mark this hub right here, because these two pieces spin independently. We're going to put a straight mark on it with a Sharpie so that we know that as long as the mark is lined up, then the gearing is correct. There you go, that works. Nice job. All right, Molly, ready for the hardest part?
Yep.
Okay, let me explain what's about to happen, because this is tricky. All right, so we have this inner hub here. And as you can see on the hub, it is numbered 1, 2, and 3. These blades are also numbered 1, 2, and 3. You can see that right there on the blade. This is number 1. And then you all can also see on this hub right here, let's see, where is it? Right there, a 1, a 3, and a 2. You understand what I mean? All of this has to go together in a very specific way and then be put onto that in a very specific way without messing up the orientation to maintain the proper gearing. It also has to be greased somewhere in the middle of this process. So this is one of those things where you need about 4 hands to do correctly. So I'm glad you're here, Molly.
I have feet too.
Oh, you really want to do that? Well, maybe you can handle this all by yourself with those monkey toes.
I do have monkey toes, but I don't think I could.
But your Molly can pick up a basketball with her feet.
Not a basketball. I could pick up a food, like that Sharpie.
Okay, let's see it then. Let's see if she can pick up that Sharpie with her. Wow, you sure can. You got your mommy's toes.
Yeah, if I lose my pencil during school, I just pick it up with my feet.
Doesn't that freak out the other students?
I'm homeschooled.
Oh, that's right. All right, one more time. We're gonna put some greasy that greasy.
All over the...
Yeah, right there inside that Propeezy. Be sure you get this. Let me look one more time at that H. Be sure it's lined up. Okay, it's lined up good and our mark is straight. Okay, so you can cover all of that stuff. Whoa. Okay, look, okay.
You said cover it all.
Keep going. You're doing good. Yeah, get it in those empty spots.
You said cover it all.
Squeezy that greasy inside that Propeezy. Pleasey.
Okay, Z.
What?
Okay. Okay, see?
No, that doesn't make any sense.
It's a... You said pleasey, and I said okay, see?
Okay, now get some right in the... Whoa! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, my. Okay, well, I think I better take over. This is getting out of hand. Oh! Okay, give me that.
Ow.
Oh, you did good. Let me just get a little right in there, middle spot, right in there, 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 and then that should be perfect. Okay, here's the game plan. Molly and I are both going to grab this whole thing, which is 4 loose parts that are not connected together, and we're going to carry this assembly over there. Once it's over there, you have to put the propeller in the feathered position, meaning the rounded parts have to be facing aft. Then we're going to hold it in position while we put some more grease on the gears, and then finally put this end cap in place, and then put the screws in it. Have we got it?
Yes.
All right, let's make it.
Except for one thing.
What?
This goes this way.
Oh.
You have to make sure.
Oh yeah, that's right. Then that even has to go on a specific way. All right. Do we have it? Do you think we got it? Can we do it?
I think so. All
right, Molly.
It'll be hard carrying it, but...
It's going to be tricky, but I think we can do it.
I think we can do it.
Okay. You stay on this side. I'll go on this back side here.
So what do I do?
Okay, you try to pull. You take blade number 1. That's the one that's towards you, okay? Now you got to hold it facing back, okay? Just like you are, okay? You see the slot? We're going to have to rotate it. Rotate it like that. Yep, yep. Now face it back. Look, yours isn't feathered. You got to feather it. Yep, aim it perfectly back. Now slide it straight in. This is, sorry, I'm just checking the numbers right. Like 1, 2. Oh no, we got it wrong. We got to spin it. Sorry. Now take that one again. Hold it. Hold that bottom one. You got it? You don't got it. Okay. All right. This is 2. This is 1. That's 3. Okay. All right. Now we got it. Go down. You hold. Oh, you gotta hold it in there. All right. All right. Now hold it straight back. You got yours back?
Yeah.
Straight in. Now we just gotta wiggle a little. Push up on yours. You should just push up on yours more. Yours has a gap.
I am pushing.
Hold that top one. Now look at it. This is an awkward thing. Oh, there it went. Don't move a muscle. No, 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 no. All right. Good job. All right, you got it in there. Let me be sure everything is straight. It's number 1 going on. This way 1 right there. Okay.
No, one way.
Oh, is it?
That's 3. This is 3.
Oh, good job, Molly. Is this 2 here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And this is that's 1, right? Okay. All right. Just double, triple checking everything. And squish. All right. Now just hold that on. You can let go of the blades. Just hold that right there. Great job, Molly. Thank you. You're doing lefty-tighty again. Do you do that on purpose, just so I can say that?
Sometimes I can't really actually tell.
I know. I get it wrong too, especially when it's a weird angle. All right, now go ahead and start the other 2. Like just get them all started and then snug them up. All right, I'm always putting the zinc on. Barefoot. Barefoot in the boatyard.
Yep.
All right, project complete thanks to the Swabby's help. Look at that. There's the mark right there. Feather it this way, feather it that way. Comes right back to our mark. Hypothetically, this is correct. Ha ha! Yeah. The fun part is that won't actually know with 100% certainty if it's correct until after we splash the boat and we use it, but I'm pretty sure it's right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
Maybe I'm about 50% sure it's right.
That's what you call pretty sure? 50%? Okay.
It's halfway of 100.
Yeah, I guess so. Molly went ahead and put the zinc on there for us. It's looking nice.
Shiny.
Oh man, what a project. Replaced the cutlass bearing, put the shaft in, installed the shaft seal that's inside the boat, got that all situated, put the propeller on, repitched it, put the zinc on there. Molly, I could not have done it without your help.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for coming with me.
You're welcome.
And thank you so much for coming with me on every other trip after this.
Probably not.
Oh, not every trip? All right.
Probably not every trip.
All right. You think you'll come back and help me a little bit though? Every once in a while?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's great. Well, I'll look forward to the times when you help me.
Yay.
Thanks so much, Molly.
You're welcome.
What you doing, Swabby?
Cleaning the deck.
Yeah.
It's been a while since Swabby has swabbed.
So Swabby is swabbing?
Yeah.
Have you missed swabbing?
Yes.
Hey, let me ask you something. Do you ever want a title other than Swabby?
No.
Like you don't want to be mate?
No.
No? Okay. All right. You're just happy with Swabby, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the Swabby is swabbing all this black Sikaflex stuff. We've got some of this, you know, basically caulking remover or contractor solvent stuff. This is a pretty tough product. It's a good stripper for things like this, for removing, you know, really stuck on gooey stuff. But we're having to dry the patches, put this stuff on because it's kind of oily, you know, because if you don't dry it, it just sits on top of the water. And then you spray this stuff on the dark patches, and then you scrub it with the scrub brush, and then you rinse it off, and you kind of repeat that process over and over and over. Right up there forward, that's starting to look pretty good now. But these spots back here are going to take a little more work. Thankfully, the Swabby is on it.
I like swabbing.
I just like you being here with me, Molly. Oh, the Swabby. So happy having that girl here with me. I love these days, and I love that she still likes to spend time with me, and she's always looking for things to do. She's always asking, Daddy, is there anything I can do? Instead of just trying to, you know, avoid, you know, work and things like that. She's just such a great kid. Yeah, so I guess I'll wrap this up. That's probably enough sappiness for today, but yeah, Molly's been a huge help on this trip. I'm glad to have knocked out so many projects here with the cutlass bearing, the shaft, the propeller, the triple shaft seal, all this stuff. Now we're chipping away at a few little things before we head out. I've replaced a breaker that was messed up. Molly's working on the deck. We're just kind of doing some cleaning and organizing, that kind of thing, to make future trips run a little bit smoother. One thing that is kind of a bummer is, I don't know, you probably remember the air conditioner board thing that I built. It looks a little different from the bottom because it's brown instead of white, but you know, up there's the two PVC 90-degree elbows. But unfortunately, this air conditioner that we were not given but allowed to use, it is just not getting cold at all. I mean, it's trying, it's blowing, it's just not blowing cold. It's like it's blowing 85-degree air. You know, you can feel just a hint of coolness, but it ain't cooling the boat down at all. So gonna have to do something else there because it's getting hot. Anyways, we'll wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. You know, subscribe if you haven't already, you know, all that stuff. You know the drill. Let's check in one more time with Molly before we actually cut this one short. Molly, say hi, say bye to everybody.
Bye.
What was that?
I got something in my mouth.
Oh, okay. Glad to have you here, Molly.
You're welcome.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Now we want to thank some people. Now first off, we got to let you know here, if Molly looks kind of miserable and kind of sniffly and snotty and, you know, gross, why is that, Molly?
Because I'm sick.
She doesn't feel good. Poor Molly. Hope you feel better soon. Okay, we have one new patron that we want to thank, and that is Mr. Bert. Bert, thank you so much for becoming a patron, sir. We really appreciate the help. Now, while we're talking about patrons, I want to circle back and just thank everybody, like our core group. We've been pretty good about thanking the new people for the last few videos, but listen, it's our base of long-term patrons that really kind of give us, you know, some predictability on a financial scale as far as, you know, the maneuvering we do for the boat and, you know, materials and costs and expenses and such as that. So it's that core base of long-term patrons that, you know, really, I don't know, it's that foundation. So thank you guys, the long-term guys, for sticking around and, you know, helping us out in such big ways. Thank you very much, patrons. Now, we also received a PayPal donation recently from Siegfried, and that's a huge help. Siegfried, thank you very much for the PayPal donation.
All right, so this week we also have a pile of stuff from our Amazon wish list. See this here?
Let's see, we got this little box here. These are connectors for the wires that connect the solar panels to the charge controller and the charge controller to the battery. So helpful little connectors. Thank you, Steven. There's more stuff from Steven.
Battery power banks.
Thank
you, Steven.
These are super handy to have too, charging camera batteries and just everything else on the boat. So very, very handy.
Interior lights.
The engine room has some lights like this, and it just stopped working. So these are LEDs. They should last a lot longer and be brighter. Look at that. This is a 3-stage water filter unit. The water tanks on the boat are, they're big honking tanks, and hopefully we can get around to cleaning them. It's gonna be kind of a mystery what we're drinking sometimes, and this is gonna make it much more better. Thank you so much, Steven, for all of this stuff. It's a huge, huge help. And we also have this stuff right here. What is that, Molly?
Wire for the solar panel.
And that is from Richard. Thank you so much, Richard. All right, wrap it up, ladies.
All right.
Hang on a second. This is like, we're like 200 videos into our channel.
I know.
And anytime I put the ladies on the spot and say, all right, wrap it up, take it from here, it's just like crickets.
I never know what to say.
I know. It would be hard for me just being put on the spot too, but anyways, I'm gonna put you on the spot again. Wrap it up, ladies.
Thank you again for watching this week's video, and thank you for all of the donations. And your continued support.
Yep, that's awesome, guys. We really, really appreciate it, right, Molly?
Yes.
Molly, I hope you get feeling better soon.
Me too.
Yeah. Can you tell she's off a little bit?
Yes.
I was asking the audience. I know you can tell. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.